So we continue the second chapter, the confession, and out of the four powers, four kind of ways of purification, we come to the third one, and that is using the antidotes. It is said that if we don't use, first we need to think about the karma, the results of our actions, which brings positive things as well as negative things. So therefore, if we did something negative, we have to experience the negative result, the suffering from that, and also to think about the impermanence of a life, that we cannot just feel that we will one day get rid of it. There's no need to hurry. So otherwise, then we will never do it again. We will never do this purification. So I must, do the purification now. Do something positive now. So therefore, it says in stanza number 54, "For if alarmed by common ailments, I must implement the doctor's words. What need to speak of when I am constantly brought low by ills like lust and false 100-fold." So even if I have a very small illness, like a cold or some headache or things like that, in order to get rid of it, I must go to see the doctor, and then I must do whatever the doctor says, even if I have to take lots of medicine, I have to be on diet, I have to go through different kind of operations and hardships and things like that. So I want to talk about this, that if I have these negative actions and negative causes to bring me down into the lowest kind of realms, and all sorts of long-lasting sufferings because of my negative emotions and negative addictions like lust, like anger and hatred and all sorts of negative things, then I should immediately, when I see that my actions, my negative actions, my negative emotions, my negative addictions are so strong that will definitely bring me lots of suffering and pain, then immediately I should go to the refuge of the great doctor like the Buddha, who can help me to bring out of this misery, and have to do exactly what he says. And then 55, "And if by one of these alone the dwellers in the world we all thrown down, and if no other remedy exists, no other healing elsewhere to be found." And these negative emotions and negative addictions, negative things that we do or have done, these, even one of them, like a very strong hatred, will throw us into great trouble, great problem, that will not get us out for a long time. And also, if we are totally overpowered by like hatred or very strong jealousy or very strong greed or something like that. Out of that, we do harm so many people. And also, if somebody is totally, overpowered by one of these, even one of these negative emotions, then can do great harm for oneself, which will last for a long time, and great harm to lots of people, which will also last a long time. And then we can't really find any other way to get out of this other than the Dharma. No other medicine, no other methods we can find to work on our negative emotions and negative addictions other than the teachings of an enlightened being. So if that is the case, then why not? Why not we should very kind of deliberately and wholeheartedly do something about this? Why not purify our negative deeds? And now it is like this. We need to recognize our negative deeds. We need to regret the negative deeds that we are doing and we have done. And with that kind of, we need to want to, get rid of. We need to want to get rid of negative things with great kind of urgency. And once we have that motivation, strong motivation, then we need to do lots of positive actions. And whatever positive actions and the Dhamma practice, working on our negative emotions and things like that we do, we deliberately think, or we deliberately kind of try to work on that, not just doing something positive, but deliberately kind of dedicate, deliberately kind of point or, a kind of what can you say, target our negative karma and negative emotions, and to work on that. And then even after we have kind of done some positive things, we dedicate that. We dedicated that so that we can be purified of all our negative karma and things like that. So in this way, we need to kind of target the negative karma and actually purify them. It's not enough just to do something positive. We need to kind of target the purification, target to purify ourselves, to get rid of all the things that we hold on to and all the negative emotions, negative karma. Then only we purify them. Then words of the all-knowing doctor, which uproot our every ill, the thought to turn on him deaf ears is abject and contemptible stupidity. So when it is like that this kind of negativity, negative actions, negative karma, if we kind of hold on to, if we don't purify, if they overpower us, then even one of them can throw us into the depth of suffering and causes of much suffering for us and cause lots of problem for others also, if we know that. And then we also know that we have lots of those causes of negative actions, like negative emotions and all sorts of kind of negative emotions and negative ways of being and seeing and things like that. We have ignorance, we have aversion, we have attachment, we have all sorts of things. So if that is like that, then we know that we have all the problems and sufferings and all these illnesses. When we have all these illnesses, And we also know that there is a doctor who can and who has the remedies for these illnesses. The words of the all-knowing doctor, that's the Buddha. And if we really do according to what he recommends, the actual Dharma practice, then only we can totally get rid of all these, illnesses or the causes of these sufferings. When we know this, when we understand this, and even then, if we don't listen to him, if we turn our deaf ear to them, then how can, is there any more stupid way of doing than that? We should understand ourselves as one of the the most stupid people, because even if we know that the negative actions are causing negative results, suffering and pain for ourselves and others, and even when we know that we have lots of these illnesses, or lots of this negativity that will cause those actions, like negative emotions, and ignorance, and all sorts of things. And we even know that there is a remedy for that, and there is somebody who knows those remedies, like the Buddha and the great enlightened beings. And even then, we do not listen to them. We do not do what they recommend us to do. We do not, practice the Dhamma. We turn a deaf ear to them. Then how can we be so stupid? There can't be anything more stupid than that. The 57. Along a small and ordinary cliff, if I must pick my way with special care, what need to speak of all that long-lasting chasm, plunging into the depths 1,000 leagues? So, if I am walking on a small, balcony, or on the stairs, ordinary cliff, if I fall, I may break one of my limbs or something like that, or a little bit hurt me. Even then, I should be very careful. I must pick my way with special care. I have to be very careful. But indulging in negative actions is not like that. It's a cliff which is very, very deep, it's a long-lasting chasm. It's throws me down into a endless pit, and from where it's very difficult to get out. So, how come that we should not be so careful about that? We should be even more careful. We should be very, very careful that we do not, do negative actions. But if we have done negative actions, we have negative karma and the negative emotions that causes them, that we should immediately, do something so that, that danger does not arise. We should do everything to purify all the negative actions and negative karma, so that we don't have any danger of falling into this bottomless pit. Then we think that, okay, we have to do that, but we will do it when we have time. If we think like that, then this is the 58th stanza. Today at least I shall not die, so rash to lull myself with words like these. My dissolution and my hour of death will come to me, of this there is no doubt. to think that today definitely I will not die. Can you say that? Nobody can say that definitely, because we don't know. You know, nobody knows when we are going to die. Everybody knows we are going to die. There's no doubt about it, because nobody so far, has lived more than 100 or so years. We cannot see anybody throughout the world who has lived more than 100 odd years. So everybody who was born on this earth have died. So therefore we don't even have a doubt that we will not die. When we will die, there is no certainty. The people have died in old age, people have died in young age, people have died as a child, people have died, as they were born. There is absolutely no certainty. So then, how can I say that I shall not die today? So before I die, if I don't do something, if I don't get rid of my negative karma, if I don't get rid of my negative, things, then it is the worst thing, because it will cause great suffering and problem and pain, and countless, for a countless kind of maybe lifetimes, and we never know when this kind of opportunity will happen. That I know I can, do something. I can practice Dharma. I have the understanding and the opportunities and all the facilities to. So therefore, I must do it now. I must purify now. I must do every positive things that's possible, and I must, use all these positive actions to target, to purify my negative emotions, negative actions, negative karma. Who can give me fearlessness? What sure escape is there from this? It's certain that I am going to die. So how can I relax my mind at ease? 59. So who can give me fearlessness? Only if I am really free from all negativity, then only I can get fearlessness. What sure escape is there from this? Except my true realization, my complete, purification, I can't find it. And so therefore, this I cannot say, where it's certain that I'm going to die. I know that I'm going to die, sooner or later, and we don't know when exactly. So how can I relax myself and just, waste my time, just doing nothing or doing something stupid, while, I'm kind of certain that I'm going to die, and if I don't get rid of my negative karma, I will land into more trouble and lots of problems. So I should try to practice Dhamma. I should try to purify myself now as soon as possible, without wasting time. If I understand this way, and if I do that way, then that's the most important thing for me, and the most meaningful way of living life, and most meaningful way of spending my time. Otherwise, I will regret afterwards. So this is the understanding. So I stop here at stanza number 59.